Greetings, my beautiful humans. Welcome to Soul Scopes with I Am Powered by Love team here. What a Soul Scope is a channel horoscope through your soul books, giving you a deeper understanding of what you're going to be going through. So we'll talk about your soul lesson for the month, and then we'll dive further into the energy and what's showing up and popping up for your specific sign. Also, a shout out to all my Virgos. A beautiful and happy birthday to you. You guys enjoy, and send love and light. Namaste. We'll see you inside. Welcome all my Virgo friends. We're going to be beginning the start of our soul scopes here. So this part of the reading is going to be talking about your soul's lesson for the month of September. Then we're going to get into the soul's ability. This is going to be the ability that's going to help you grow and learn through this lesson. And then the last part here is going to be how we're going to use our soul's ability, one, and then how also it's going to help us learn and grow through this soul lesson. So this is going to be the how we're going to do it. Now these are pre-shuffled. I'm going to give you guys just a little extra love. My Virgo friends here, and there is your soul's lesson, as I told you. Whatever pops out comes a shot here. I am powered by love. So this is going to be your soul's lesson here. This is balance. I can see this for you guys, especially for September. Balance is going to be a big part for a lot of people. September, we're going to have the beginning of Mercury retrograde. So bringing in balance into our spiritual and our physical life. Now, how can we connect deeper with the self and the higher self and the soul while still going to work, connecting with friends, having a social life and things like that? They want you to bring a state of balance. So whether that's kind of creating a sacred space for yourself or a sacred service, but they want you to stay grounded. Do that pretty well as a Virgo, but to really stand in the heart center instead of an ego space is really going to be the make or break here for your September and gain clarity. This is going to be a big time for you guys to gain clarity. Let's take a look at the soul's ability here. Again, give you guys just another quick little shout out, some love. My Virgos. Love my Virgos, y'all. Dope. The Magic Guardian. Love that. Love that. Love that. It goes really well here with balance. I'm going to turn these to face you so you guys can read these. I believe they were backwards before. But the Magic Guardian here. Guardian is the manifestation that we have within us. This is going to be the point where it's like, okay, now I can turn into the space where I feel love and allow that to give me balance. Learning to love and hold gratitude for everything within, that is that magic that you have within you right now in this month of September to help grow into a state of a nice equilibrium balance between love and self and love and others, spiritual and physical, and just being in that perfect flow, this centered state, being that solid axis. The Magic Guardian I see is going to be giving you guys a lot of insights and wisdom at this time as well. And as you tune to the heart, it's going to actually help guide you further through this month and gain next steps. It's going to be a big one. Next steps for clarity. So learning it's going to help you learn when to be still and when to act in this month of September, because you're going to want to do a lot of action. This is going to be our how. A resounding sound. You're going to do this by speaking kindly to the self. Speaking kindly and speaking out what you need from others, the needs that you have. I love that this is one, I believe this is the throat chakra, yes, and the blues. This is going to help you speak into fruition the balance that you need by
speaking out your needs, speaking out your wants, standing up for yourself, saying, standing in your truth. By speaking that here in this month, although communication is going to be tough, this is going to be one of your biggest strengths. So Mercury is actually going to be helping you learn communication, because you're going to feel that tightness and be like, okay, this is my chance to grow now. This is my chance. This is how I do it. I'm going to speak what I need in this moment. So this is going to be your month of September. Now we're going to get into the remainder of the reading of the actual, what else is going to be really going on. This was kind of your soul's lesson and what we're going to be growing throughout this time. Welcome here to the second part of your reading. It's going to be what's going to be going on for the month of September, the energy, and what we're going to be working through here. If you didn't watch the beginning half here, please go back and do so. It is going to set up the remainder of this reading. As I was just listening and hearing what's going to be needed, there is a lot of, in this month, a lot of what's going to feel like tornado energy. External situations are going to want to put your emotions in a state of just running all over. It's going to feel like you have no control, and you're going to start grasping for control, and that's when it's going to make things worse. So if you didn't go back, if you haven't listened to the beginning, please go back. I will show you kind of the way to overcome that here. Now, with this tornado, what I'm hearing is it's going to start early. And it's going to start early here in finances. It's going to feel like we have all these opportunities, and knowing which synchronicity is going to be the right way, it's going to help grow you in abundance in all areas. And they also want you to be cautious and seek clarity when needed on others' intentions. And right here it's saying, not to make any drastic changes in the finances. Be patient and live in the moment. These two in reverse here and this one forward, it's time to just live in the moment and be present here. This is where you're going to find the most balance. And this is where you're going to be kind of in the eye of the tornado, just kind of being still, kind of constant work on myself, and not make any drastic changes, not make any kind of crazy or just major uprooting life situations. It's going to feel like you're isolating, but you're not. What's happening. What reason it's going to feel like it's isolating is because you're going to be pulling back and you're going to be drawing into the self, but it's to actually help grow you. So this month is going to be kind of a slingshot. They want you to really take time for the self, and find, where it is that we are. Emotionally, spiritually, mindfully, physically, really find where you are and what you would like to change, what you would like to work through, and start doing those things for the self, not for anyone else, for you. This outward searching isn't gaining you any love. You're searching it in too many different routes here, overextending ourselves. And so now is going to be a time to recognize when maybe you will be overextending yourself, because you're going to be seeing this in the beginning. So throughout this month, know when it's okay and when you have the space to hold for someone else and to be there for someone else, but also know when it's time to pull back. And these two right here, this by the book is talking about going with the flow of the universe. This is by letting go of the control and by being still. This is going to be your biggest advantage throughout this month when things start getting chaotic. Stay centered, stay in the heart, stay focused on your needs, what it's going to feel selfish and it's going to feel like you're pulling away, but really this is really just the biggest space for you to grow, because you've overextended yourself so much already this year, and they're like, yo, take a second for yourself, please. Voice your needs to other people. It's going to be huge. If you don't, it's going to just kind of spiral in. You're just going to get wrapped up in this tornado, and you've already been there before, and now they don't want you to say, stop denying yourself of yourself. Stop denying yourself of yourself. Because that's what you've been doing, and it's causing all of these things. First of all, it's causing a lot of trouble and tension in your finances. And then it feels like you're breaking away from people, but really you're not. The ones that are going to be there, your community, the ones that are going to be there are going to understand. The partner that you have, voice what you need. If it's just some time for yourself, if it's maybe, hey, look, you know, this is something that you haven't done for me, or maybe, you know, this is how I like to be loved, this is really what works for me and what's best for me at this time, say that to them. If you're out there searching for love at this moment, they told me to tell you to stop, as much as I hate to be the one to say that, but stop. Nothing's gonna come from this. Nothing's gonna be beneficial. Nothing's gonna grow. There's not gonna be any type of major relationship in this. Just stop. Because currently, the love for yourself isn't in a solid foundation for you to be able to hold space, and you know this. Mending. I love that, because this is the mending period. This is the growth period. This is the pulling everything together. This is the time for you to do that, to begin mending and sewing the soul back into, just like Peter Pan with his needle getting his shadow. That's going to be you with your soul. It's like, all right, here we go. One little stitch at a time, one little piece of love, one little piece of gratitude, one little piece of peace, sewing you back onto me, because this is what I need. And I'm going to, you know, take myself a bath. I'm going to go out. I'm going to get myself something, a nice dinner, take myself out, take myself to the movie, you know, when I'm ready, when I'm feeling like I can connect, then I connect, you know, but understand when it's time to break away, and understand when it's time to be still, and when it's time to take action. It's going to be your big thing here. Now, I want to get you guys here one last affirmation card. Well, not affirmation card, but just kind of a yes or no kind of card deal on one of the biggest questions we have here. Some of you are asking about love. Some of you are asking about also career. Will I get this position? Will I find someone? Well, we already talked about love. Right now, it's not the time. Reconsider. And this is just going right back to this being still. Just listening to what you need. Listening to the heart. Is this going to help you grow into the passion and the love that you have for your life? Or are you chasing after the money? Are you chasing after just some sort of stability and you're living in fear of lack? And so you're chasing after this next position, even though it's not something that you really want to do. All you're seeing is the dollar signs. It's time to reconsider. And also with the soulmate, it's time to reconsider. Time to see why you're chasing after this relationship. Is it to fill a void? Is it to fill a position that you can't fill yourself right now? Is it lustful? Are you caught in this kind of beginning love stages? And for those who are in relationships for a long period of time and now you're starting to feel rocky, reconsider where the love was lost. Look at what happened and what can be mended. They're saying some of you may need to completely cut off and just kind of end the relationship. Some of you don't want to do that. So start looking inward at what I did, some things that I may have said that caused this to happen. So overall here, take a time for yourself and be still in the moment and kind of go with the flow instead of running into everything and trying to gain control as things begin to spiral out here in September. We can only control the end self and our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions. So take heed of that. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in here. My name is Josh. I'm going to be signing out.